Welcome back, guys. Recoil TV podcast. It's the last day. I had to do one more interview. I ran into Colonel Allen West, so I had to sit down and talk to you, man.
Good to
How are
see
you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me.
So you were actually here with another actual gun company.
Watchtower Firearms out of Spring, Texas. I live in Garland, Texas, right outside Dallas, and very good friends with Jason Koloski, who is the CEO, and Ray Cashcare, their Chief Communications Officer. And they asked me to kind of be a little bit of a spokesperson for them, and I'm honored to do so.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've been a very prominent Second Amendment figure, even in like the political space.
Sure.
So how do we get more people to transcend both worlds? Because they obviously go hand in hand, guns and politics, the Second Amendment, but we don't see very many politicians transcending into the gun space, like you being here at SHOT Show, being with an actual gun company. How can we get more people out here and involved? Like, I know Thomas Massey just dropped the National Concealed Carry Bill.
Concealed carry and reciprocity. I think it's so important that people that serve in the political realm understand that they take an oath to the Constitution, just the same as I did when I came into the Army. And the Second Amendment is part of the Constitution, so you should be supporting that. And what's so interesting and really something we should pay attention to is this year is the 250th anniversary of Lexington. And that was the moment when we understood that if you are an armed individual, you're a citizen. If you're disarmed, you're a subject. And that really forms the basis of the Second Amendment, because on that day in 1775, April the 19th, we did not have a United States of America. We didn't have an Army, we didn't have a Navy, didn't have a Marine Corps. But what we had were men who were trained in their specialty of firearms, and they were able to stand against the greatest military power that the world knew. So the words of the Second Amendment, the well-regulated militia, regulated mean trained, not ATF. The militia is all of us, being necessary for the security of a free state. It's our responsibility to secure the United States of America. That's our individual responsibility as citizens. Therefore, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So I think it's so important that politicians understand that amendment as well as all the other amendments of the Constitution, because that forms the basis of our law.
I think our industry, the gun industry, is also a great microcosm of how conservative principles actually fit into everyday life, and that they can be a vehicle to teach other people, especially in our demographic, the black demographic, how you can actually apply those principles in all aspects of your everyday life. But how does the Second Amendment, and if you do believe this, how does the Second Amendment mean a little bit more to black Americans in America?
Well, it's very simple. If you go back and you study and understand, 13th Amendment ended slavery, the 14th Amendment gave us the right as citizens, 15th Amendment gave us the right to vote. And of course, one of the first things the Ku Klux Klan was founded for was to keep us from being able to do what? Protect our life, our liberty, and our property. And that means enjoying the Second Amendment, which as citizens, that's the law that we are governed under. So it's very important. If you think about it, Dr. King, when he went and applied for a carry permit in Alabama,
denied.
It was denied by the Democrats. So the Democrats have really and truthfully, they were the ones that were responsible for the founding of the Klan. And then, of course, what we saw there, they have always wanted to keep blacks suppressed on what I call the modern economic plantation, which are our inner cities. And when this defund the police stuff, that's why you see such rampant crime and gang activity and things of that nature. The McDonald versus the city of Chicago case, which said that the Second Amendment applies at the state and local level. Otis McDonald was a black man in Chicago that brought that case all the way up to the Supreme Court. So I think we need to educate more people in our community about these things.
Even recently, Michael Kilgill.
Yes, I know him very well. He has the Central Texas gun store down there, and he went up against them about the bump stock and other things, and he won that case. So yes, it's so important that our community understands that we have a right to protect our life, liberty, and property too.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see people like you, myself, Michael here.
Yes.
We're really becoming a force and a presence in this industry. And I just thank you for coming and sitting down with me real quick.
Oh, too easy.
Man, thank you very much.
Hey, look, I'm getting old. You're the next generation.
Hey, we're trying to be. That's my goal, is to push the next generation and making sure we can solidify this country. But thank you for joining me today.
God bless you.
Thank you.